My great-great-grandparents immigrated to the United States prior to World War II. They came from Germany. They settled in a small town in southwest Iowa called Cumberland. Prior to World War II, Cumberland was 99% German. Everything you saw and everybody you met spoke, read, and wrote in German, so that quickly changed after World War II. I was born in Iowa City, Iowa, Johnson County on February 8th, 1983. My parents were studying at the University of Iowa Medical School. They were studying to be doctors. We lived in Hawkeye Court, which was the family housing for students of the university while they were studying. In 1986, on October 28th, my baby brother was born, Christopher Allen Garner. He was my pride, my favorite thing, my boo, his nickname. I always used to change his diapers, feed him his bottles, and help my mom out as much as I could. He was the tying knot, the loop that hooked together our family. During my fourth grade year, we moved to West Des Moines, Iowa. We bought a home and I attended Westridge Elementary. Westridge Elementary was the beginning of my West Des Moines schools, and I continued through middle school, ninth grade, and high school in West Des Moines schools. I went to Valley High School, and at Valley High School, I was very active in sports and other activities. I played softball, I played volleyball, I was on the synchronized swimming Tiger Lilies team, I was the station manager for KWDM 88.7 The Point my senior year of high school, and I also played the clarinet in the band. In 2001, I graduated from high school. It was a very happy day for my parents. They felt like everything that they had instilled in me, perseverance, being independent, studying hard, had all paid off in my favor. I graduated in the top of my class, not valedictorian, but with a good GPA. I then went on to Iowa State University, where I started out pre-med and later switched to Spanish and education. My plan was originally to be a doctor like my parents, but I fell in love with the Spanish language and the culture and shortly changed my mind. I then got married in 2003 to my first husband, Jose. Jose was from Honduras, and the difference in cultures caused us lots of joy and lots of grief during our marriage. We were able to do all the fun things, all the cultural things that I liked, but the manly man and the degrading was not my favorite. And shortly after being married for only 5 months, I went and studied abroad in Spain at Cáceres University. During this time, I was able to get away and focus a lot on the Spanish culture of Spain and learn many different new words and idioms for the Spanish language, ones that typically aren't seen in the United States. In May 2005, I graduated from Iowa State University. I graduated with a BA and a major in Spanish. I had a pretty decent GPA, and I was able to do this all with a crappy marriage and being 7 months pregnant at the time. In in July of 2005, my first son was born, Eric Jose Redondo, named after my dad and named after his dad. He was my pride and joy, my first love. He was my little Spanish boy. Everybody always says that he's got red hair and white skin. He can't be Hispanic. He is. Then when they hear him speak Spanish, they laugh. His dad's from Honduras, which leads us to many vacations during our short marriage. We took them to visit family, and the last one we took, we went and seen Las Ruinas de Copan, or the Copan ruins. This was by far the best trip that we ever took to Honduras, and it was going to be my last. In 2006, in June, Jose and I decided that it would be best to each go our separate ways. Divorce was a sad time, but a happy time. It was a new beginning, and it was the end of lots of crap, lots of machista lifestyle for me that I was done with. So I was ready for this new beginning. In November of 2009, I married my second husband, Christian. He is from Guatemala. He showed me that love is real and that love is kind and that it is patient and that a man can be helpful and not degrading and that he can be supportive and always stand by your side. He has been there since then, helping me out. Our first son was born on June 25th, 2010. His name is Adrian Alejandro Mendez. He's our brownie boy. He's our darkest complected child, the one that actually looks Hispanic, but the one that doesn't like to speak Spanish. He's my soccer player at heart. In October of 2010, my husband had to go back to Guatemala to settle his score with immigration. He had to go wait for approval of his green card. While he was gone, I was alone with a newborn, not working. During this time, I learned a lot about strength and courage, was able to strengthen my faith. After that, we had another baby. In September of 2014, Angelica Ray Mendez was born. She is my pretty, pretty princess who is anything but a pretty, pretty princess. She is pretty, pretty, but not a princess. The biggest tomboy there could be. She hates bows. She hates dolls. The only thing good I got for Pretty, Pretty Princess were the earrings. Recently purchased our first home. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. We went and saw the house. There was already a bid pending. We bid higher than the price that they were asking, and we scored our first home. It's been a unique learning experience because lots of issues have happened since purchasing the phone. We recently, this year, have been in a custody battle for my husband's daughter that he had from a previous relationship. The mom has a drug and alcohol problem, and it's not easy to just get custody when you're the better parent in the state of Iowa. After months and months of fighting and lots of money, we were finally able to get full custody of his daughter, Christina. She moved in with us full time of January this year, and that is where we are today. Our family of six, two boys, two girls, a mom and a dad, two redheads, four brownheads, and our Redondo Mendez Sleeping Bear Chang family as you know it. We take it day by day, step by step. The end.